Jai Mata Di guys, this is Anmol with me and we are having a mock interview today. This mock interview today is going to be divided into 2 or 3 parts. The purpose of this mock interview is first part will definitely be about taking a diligent interview where I'll be asking questions and then cross questions and then I'll be finally coming with an answer whether he qualifies or not. And in the second and the third part or just the second part, we are going to discuss where Anmol went wrong or what I expected as an interviewer. Copied Anmol?
Yes, sir.
Okay Anmol, let us start with your interview. This interview would be for around 20 minutes. Let's start.
Yes, sir.
Okay Anmol, tell me something about yourself.
Sir, I'm Anmol Durukkar. I have basically born in Bhandara, the district of Maharashtra, and brought up in Nagpur. I have done my 10th schooling from Kejan Public School, where I scored 9.6 CGPA out of 10. Then I did my HSC from Tuli Public School, where I scored around 70.2%. Then I did my BE from St. Vincent Pallotti College of Engineering and Technology, where I scored a CGPA of 8.29 out of 10. I have also did my NCC, a BNC certificate from 2 Maharashtra Air Squadron, where I got a B grade. And I also participated in national competitions where I have a national where our team got national championship award consecutively for 2 years in 2019 as well as in 2018 as well as in 2019, sir. In the team, I was given the role of team manager, technical head, and the main driver inside the team, sir. And my hobbies are I love reading novels. Then I also love do cycling. I also love doing cycling, and I also love listening music in my free time.
Okay, Anmol, tell me why do you want to join Merchant Navy?
Sir, in 12th, I got opportunity to visit a power plant, Reliance power plant with my uncle, where the maintenance job was being done. There I saw the boiler mountings, and the scaffoldings was around 46 meters. So there I developed my interest in the mechanical stuff. Moreover, I also did my means I with my father's friend I also joined as a mechanic, a car mechanic, there also I did the mechanical job. And in NCC, I have also did various camps, so I have cleared my homesickness. Therefore, I feel that by joining the Merchant Navy, I will get all technical part as well as the defense part also in joining the Merchant Navy. Therefore, I choose to join Merchant Navy, sir, because that profession suits me.
Just a second, I'm writing it down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's come to the technical part straight away without wasting any time, Anmol. So
Yes,
my
sir.
first question to you is, like I say I traveled by Activa for 60 kilometers, right?
Yes,
In
sir.
US we talk in miles. What is the
Yes, sir.
terminology in terms of distance we use when we travel by ship?
Sir, we use nautical miles.
And how much nautical miles is equivalent to in terms of kilometers?
Sir, I don't know exact answer, sir. Sorry, sir. I don't know, sir. I'll find it, sir.
Okay. Another thing, how much is 1 mile equivalent to in a kilometer?
Sir, it's 1.6 kilometers.
Okay, 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers.
1.6.
But you do not know what 1 nautical mile is in terms of kilometers,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
you need to find out. Okay, fine.
Yes.
My next question to you is, how, like when I ride a Activa, when I have to apply brakes, I apply hand brakes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How do we reduce speed
Yes,
or
sir.
apply the braking system on board ship?
Sir, basically in engines, the two-stroke engine, in main engine inside the engine is a two-stroke engine, and that engine
Uh,
is a reversible engine. Normally,
Come on,
when
please
we
keep your,
normally we look from Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Normally, when we look from the aft side of the ship, we see when we for forward the propeller is being rotated in the clockwise direction. For reducing the speed of the ship, we rotate the propeller in the anti-clockwise direction, and we can reduce the speed by doing this. So we don't have brakes in the ship, sir. We reverse the RPM of the engine, sir.
so basically you reverse the engine,
Basically,
right? Reversing of the engine is carried out to reduce
yes,
the
sir.
speed, right? Okay.
Yes, sir. Speed of the engine. Yes, sir.
Very good. Copied. Okay. Uh, how do we calculate engine power of a ship? of a main engine, I would say, two-stroke main engine.
Okay, sir. Sir, there is an indicator diagram, sir. Basically, we use indicator diagram. Sir, I don't know much of about it because being a mechanical engineer, I do not aware about such stuff. Where when I read it about somewhere, I came across that with an indicator diagram, there is an opening at a pressure gauge where we apply. There we get an indicator diagram on a graph, sir. The indicator, the curves shows the basically the power input and the power output, and there we can see the power that is we get out of the engine, sir. I
Okay,
don't know much.
no problems, no problems. Okay, uh, have you heard about something called plan? PLAN?
Plan. Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, plan is basically we do the preparations before doing something. That
No,
is
no, no, I'm
basically
not talking
planning.
about that plan. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm talking about
Oh,
where we multiply P mean multiplied by L into A into N,
okay, okay,
something
okay. Yes,
of
sir.
that sort.
Yes,
Have you
sir.
heard about that?
Yes, sir. Mean pressure we
Yeah, yeah.
show.
What is that? Can you tell me what is that PLAN and what is the significance of each and every letter over there?
Uh, Sir, P is basically the mean pressure. Pressure. A is the pi by 4 d square. That is the bore. We use the diameter. L is the stroke length, sir, and N is the RPM, sir. In case of two-stroke engine, it is we take the RPM as N, capital N. What is the actual RPM? And in case of four-stroke engine, I think it's N by 2.
Or stroke. Okay. What is P mean? You said indicated pressure, mean pressure. What is mean pressure over here? What do you mean by mean pressure?
Uh, I'm not able to explain it. Mean pressure is basically the pressure inside the cylinder, sir. So mean pressure is the pressure inside the cylinder, sir, generated inside the cylinder during
Okay.
combustion.
Okay.
That
And
is mean pressure.
what is N over here? This is, say, if N is, say, my engine is rotating at 120 RPM, revolutions per minute. So when I
Yes, sir.
talk about P mean into L into A into N, then this N is
Yes, sir.
120 or something else.
Sir, in case of two-stroke engine, it is 120. We can take it 120. And in case of four-stroke engine, it is N by 2.
Okay. Another thing is, what do we use this P mean into L into N? What do we use this plan for? What is the purpose of this plan? What do we do this for?
Sir, basically we use it to find the power, sir, indicated power of the engine.
To calculate power. So, Anmol, when I was
Yes, sir.
talking about how to calculate the power of the engine of a ship, I was more
Yes, sir.
interested about knowing from you about this P mean into L into A into N.
Okay,
That
sir. Okay.
indicator card, draw card is something that comes later on. If you do not
Okay,
know
sir.
well, don't talk about it. I'll talk about that later when
Okay.
we talk about feedback thing.
Okay. No problem, sir.
Okay.
No problem.
What do you mean by bore? Bore
Bore.
of, yeah. Yes.
Sir, it is the diameter. It is the diameter of the cylinder. That diameter is called as basically the bore.
What is diameter of the cylinder? Diameter of the cylinder or cylinder liner?
Means that cylinder liner, sir. Basically cylinder liner.
And what is the stroke length over here?
So stroke length is basically the piston that from TDC to BDC. That length is called as stroke length, sir. The
Again. Please repeat again. What is
sir,
stroke length?
so stroke length is the length of the piston that travels from TDC to the BDC, sir. That length is called as basically stroke length.
Okay. So length traversed by the piston when the engine is rotating, and from it is from BDC to TDC. Okay,
To
what is
TDC.
TDC? What is TDC and what is BDC?
So TDC is a top dead center. It is the topmost point where the piston can reach, uh, and the BDC is the bottommost point where the piston can reach, sir, inside the cylinder liner
Yeah. So when you
during
talk
the
about
throttle
cylinder,
cycle.
you always should say cylinder liner. Okay.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay. What is swept volume of the engine? What is swept volume of the engine?
Swept volume of the engine, sir. Swept volume is of the engine is the volume when the air or the air fuel mixture enters inside the cylinder. The amount of air fuel mixture that is being or enter into the cylinder, and then the volume So, sir, basically the travel of the engine. Sir, I'm not able to explain it. Swept volume is the volume of a engine, sir, basically inside a cylinder liner.
No, it is not.
Uh,
Okay, no problems.
Sir, it
Let's
is the
go.
volume. It is the volume covered by the means when the piston travels ups and downs. The volume that is covered through the piston is called as swept volume, sir.
So if the piston is covering say length L, so
Yes, sir.
how would you define the volume? Matlab, what should be the formula of the volume? What should be the
Volume,
formula for the swept volume?
sir. Pi by 4 d square into L.
Pi by
It should
4
be the
d square into L.
d into L.
That
Yes,
is
sir.
area traveled area into the length of the
And the,
stroke, right?
yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So that is basically what you call is even volume.
Swept.
So
Yes, sir.
volume is what? Area into length, right? That is volume of
Yes,
a
sir. Yeah.
cylinder.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, fine. That's good. Okay. What is compression ratio?
Sir, compression ratio is the ratio wherein the volume of fluid entering the cylinder, volume of air entering at BDC to the volume of air entering. Uh, sir, before, sir, it is volume of air at TDC, BDC to the volume of air at BDC, TDC.
Achha, volume of air at BDC means what?
Sir, that is before the volume of air before compression to the volume of air after compression.
Okay. What is the difference between a crankshaft and a camshaft?
Sir, camshaft is basically used for operating the valves, opening and closing of valves, whereas crankshaft is at the output side where the reciprocating motion of a piston is converted into the rotary motion with the help of crank, and we get the power outside of the crankshaft on the crankshaft, sir. Mm.
Why do we rotate the crankshaft again? Why do we need to rotate the
Sir, we
crankshaft?
don't. Sir, we don't rotate. Sir, actually, when the during the reciprocating stroke, the crank basically contains of the weight, sir, counterweight. The counterweight helps it to rotate, sir. The reciprocating motion is converted into the rotary motion in the crank, sir. The crank basically work of crank is this, sir. Because in
Achha.
output we always need rotation, sir. We don't need reciprocation.
So what is
Therefore, with
actually
the help,
crankshaft? What is crankshaft actually doing? What is it rotating?
sir, it is rotating crankshaft.
The main
It
engine
is
is rotating crankshaft. What is crankshaft rotating?
sir, it is basically rotating the propeller of the engine, sir.
Okay. And what is the use of camshaft? Can you repeat it once again? What
Sir,
is the purpose of?
yes, sir. Camshaft basically is used for governing the opening and closing of the valve, sir. It is connected to the push rod and then to the rocker arm, where the rotation of this camshaft is converted into reciprocating motion to open up the valves of the engine.
So this is in a
Open and close
two-stroke
the valve.
engine, right? This is happening in a two-stroke engine, right?
Sir, it is happening. It is in both the engines, sir. Two-stroke as well as four-stroke.
Okay. Just let me write down what I'm doing. Okay. So my next question is,
Yes, sir.
what is pour point and what is a cloud point?
Sir, pour point, it is a temperature at which the liquid ceases to flow, basically. And the cloud point, the temperature at which the formation of crystals takes place inside in the oil, sir, basically.
So
That is the
temperature
cloud point.
below which. So now if I want to say pour point is say 40 degrees centigrade. Okay. Pour
Yes,
point
sir.
is 40 degrees centigrade. So it
Yes, sir.
ceases. So if the temperature is 41, what will happen to oil? It will stop flowing, right?
No, sir. Below it will stop flowing, sir.
So
Above it
that
will
means, okay. So means 40
above
or
it will
39, 38, it will stop flowing, right?
yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So do we want pour point to be less or we want pour point to be more?
Sir, we want low pour point, sir,
Why?
as less as possible, sir, because if we go in the areas where there is hot means suppose we are going in the area of 40 degrees Celsius, sir, And in the if we go in the area of 40 degrees Celsius and if the oil is seizing, we cannot use it in the application, sir. But if we go in the areas of if we say Canada or something where there is comparatively the temperature is varies from -2 to -10 degrees Celsius, at that point of time, sir, we if the pour point is low, then at higher degrees Celsius it will not seize, but at lower it can seize. So we have to heat it, sir. That what means. Therefore, that pour point should be low, sir.
So you mean to say if I have got a oil which has got a pour point of 10 degrees centigrade, and if I go to Canada where temperature is outside temperature is -5 degrees centigrade, then what will happen? The oil will stop
Sir, it
flowing.
will, yes, sir, it will soft flow, sir. Therefore, we have to heat it, sir.
So we have to, and how do we heat that oil to increase so that the pour point is not, so that the temperature is always above the pour point? How do we heat the oil?
Sir, basically we heat the oil by using boiler basically, or normal, sir. We use boiler only, sir, for heating it, sir.
Okay, so let's talk
Yes,
about
sir.
boilers then now. Okay,
Yes, sir. No.
tell me something about boilers. Mountings के बारे में बात करते हैं. Let's talk about boilers.
Yes, sir. Sir, boiler is a mechanical device which is used for converting liquid into the steam. Basically, boiler, according to the Indian boiler regulation, it is mandatory to have mountings on the boilers. The boiler mountings
So
are
boiler,
basically the.
I'm sorry I'm
Sir.
stopping you in between, but boiler is
No
converting
problem.
liquid into steam or water into steam? Because
Water
liquid can
into
be
steam.
oil and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
can be any
That
fluid, right?
can be.
So
Yes, sir.
water
It
into
is
steam.
water into steam, sir.
Okay.
Sir, the various boiler mountings are two safety valves, two water level indicators, fusible plug, blow off cock, steam stop valve, then mud hole, manhole. These are various boiler mountings, sir. And fit check valve also, sir. Fit check valve.
Okay, just a second.
Yes, sir.
Why two safety valves are provided on board ship? Why not one on a boiler? Why just one is not sufficient?
No, sir. Basically, what happens? These safety valves are set at the nearest pressure. Means if the rated pressure of a boiler is around 16 bar, but if the and these safety valves are basically set at the pressure of 17 or 7 and 17.1 bar. If there is sudden increase in the pressure, the both valves will open and immediately reduce the rated, means immediately reduce the pressure. If the pressure instantaneously goes above, like inside the boiler as 19 bar, so this safety valves will automatically open and immediately lower down the pressure inside the boiler. So therefore, two safety valves are very important.
Okay, now my question is, if you
Yes,
have
sir.
got safety valve set at 17 bars, will the boiler
Yes, sir.
pressure increase up to 19 bars? Like you said just
No,
now.
no, sir, no, sir. It's sudden increase. I'm saying, sir. I'm not saying it can. It's sudden increase. I'm saying, sir. I'm not saying. Means it will not allow. I am just giving an example, sir. It will not allow it at 17.1 bar only. The full boiler steam will, means it will reduce the pressure, sir, up to 16. More less than 16 bar, might.
Okay, and it will open up at 17 bars. Okay, my next question is, why two safety valves? I still have not got the right answer. Why two?
Sir,
If I could have put one and it would have lifted at 17 bars, was it not sufficient?
Sir, it will not have gone, means, sir, what happens is basically the steam generation is continuous inside the boiler. Therefore, it is not means more is steam generated. Therefore, for two safety valves are needed so that immediately we can lower down the pressure. For immediate lowering down of pressure, sir, it is not possible having one pressure valve, sir.
Okay. Mm. What is a fusible plug fitted in a boiler and why?
Sir, fusible plug is fitted inside the boiler because if the temperature inside the boiler is increased more than the rated temperature, then the fusible plug basically melts and all the water from the boiler get directly flow into the grate, and where all the coal, where the furnace is there, all it will get means the combustion will stop, sir,
Okay.
because of the fusible plug. It is act as a safety for boilers.
Okay, okay, okay. Fine. Fine. You said we have got two water level indicators. Why two water
Yes,
level
sir.
indicators?
Sir, first and foremost, we use it for reference because we having two water level indicators will give us accurate reading. Secondly, in case one water level indicator fails, so we have second water level indicator which will give us the reading. Therefore, we use two water level indicators.
So can it not be the case in case of two safety valves also? Ki bhai one safety valve is also sufficient, but what if one malfunctions? Then in that case, second should
Yeah,
lift
yeah.
because
Yeah, sir. That might also be the reason, sir.
That
It
is
is the
the only
reason.
reason.
That is
That
the
is,
only reason, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Whenever
That is
they
the.
are providing you two things anywhere, that is like a backup system over there. Always remember
Yeah.
that. This is very, very
Yes, sir.
crucial. This
Yes,
is
sir.
very,
Yes,
very
sir.
crucial.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My next question to you is, so now let's come to some other question, and that is, uh, how does a main engine start? And this is the last question that I'm going to ask, and then we'll stop. How does a main
Okay,
engine
sir.
start?
Sir, of ship, sir. May I tell you of ship, sir?
Yeah, yeah, definitely off ship.
Sir, what happens is when the turbocharged
Okay,
air
okay.
is being.
Let's just stop. What do you ride? You
Yes,
ride a Activa, you ride a bike, or you ride a car? What do you ride?
sir, I ride car, bike, and Activa, all
Okay,
the
okay.
three things.
Chalo, see, I don't have a car. I don't own a
Yes,
car. I don't know how to
yes,
ride
sir.
a car, drive a car actually. So I
Yes,
go on
sir.
Activa and I'm very comfortable in Activa. So let's talk about a bike because I know the concept very well. So tell
Yes,
me,
sir.
how does a bike start?
Sir, okay, sir. Basically, when we, sir, basically when we give a kick to the bike, sir, basically we hit the crankshaft. When we rotate the crankshaft, the air enters inside the uh, enters inside the combustion chamber, and it compressed. And we allow this for two. When during the kick, we allow 2 to 3 rotations occur during the. So we basically increase the pressure and inside the combustion chamber basically. And as we the pressure increases, automatically the cycle starts, sir, and then we inject the fuel and our engine starts, sir.
Okay. So my question is, ki, suppose if I'm doing a kick very slow like this,
Uh,
slow, and other I'm doing fast.
Sir, we are not giving proper inertia to it. It will not achieve, the crankshaft will not achieve that to start up, sir. There should be certain momentum to complete that arc. Therefore, we are giving a very high kinetic energy. We are giving more energy so that the proper inertia, with the inertia, it will start and the
With
compression
the
is
inertia it
successful.
starts. You mean to say with the
Yes,
inertia,
sir.
right?
Inertia momentum will be applied on the crankshaft, sir.
Okay, buddy. It's been like 11, it's been a 20-25 minutes interview. We'll stop at this.
Yes,
And
sir.
now let's come
Yes,
to
sir.
your strengths and weaknesses in the next part. Okay.
Yes, sir. No problem, sir.
So, Anmol, this interview
Yes, sir.
ends over here. Jai Mata
Yes,
Di.
sir. Jai Mata Di.